Okay. How is the weather at your end? How is the weather? Let's power tap. Let's tap it. 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 You are welcome. Let's start. Let's start. Let's start. You are welcome. Let's start. It's two on the dots. So let's start. It's two on the dots. Let's start. Let's start. Happy Eid Mubarak to all my beautiful fans, my brothers and sisters, and my family. Maybe you don't know, I have Muslim family as well. I have Muslims in my family. So yeah, I'm greeting everyone happy Eid Mubarak and welcome to another new day. Welcome Rasputin, Monamo, G, and all of that. Those are the people I can see so far. So you are welcome. Let me start quickly. Okay. So many people ask this question: why am I not rich? Despite the fact that I work hard. Oh my goodness. It's a question that many people are asking. Why am I not rich? Why am I not making money? Your salary cannot make you rich. The money you earn from your 9 to 5 cannot make you rich. It can only keep you going, right? Yes, you heard me well. Your salary cannot make you rich or wealthy. So, and despite the fact you say, oh, I'm educated, I'm earning 5K a month, I'm earning 10K a month, is that not enough for me to live on? The more you earn, the more problem you have. I don't think you get it. The more you earn, the more problem you are going to solve. Okay? So our topic for today is growing your financial literacy. Question: what is a financial literacy? A financial literacy is a skill that you and I must have. We must learn it. Skill is very, very important in this millennium time, in this 21st century. Skill is very, very important. So, financial literacy is a skill needed to handle money wisely, invest in businesses or business that is profitable. You want to invest in business that is profitable. You can, be an investor. Excuse me. Hear me well and hear me well and hear me right. I did not say save your money. I said save effectively for a brighter future for your family, for yourself, and all of that. Okay? So, a financial literacy is a basic fundamental skill that we must have to reduce vulnerability to debt, traps to debt, and financial mistakes. Okay? So, in other words, you need this core skill to understand budgeting, long-term planning, cash flow, the knowledge that you can repeat over time. How? Because you have the knowledge, and that knowledge can be leveraged. Okay? And the same knowledge is what? Having a skill. All right? So I'm going to be speaking codedly because there are some things I cannot say on the public domain. Otherwise, TikTok will flag me. So I have to speak codedly. We have this amebo, this AI is an amebo. Anything you want to, you are saying, it has been programmed, so they will repeat. It will repeat, yeah. So an average fund management knows you well that money is not productive in your hand. Let me take that again and slowly. An average bank, that is fund management, knows so well. They know you. Why? Because you are banking with them. And they know that the moment money goes into your account, it doesn't stay there. It comes out the following day. Immediately the money is gone. They know you well. They can tell and write about you. Sister Tony, good afternoon. How are you, Mom? Happy belated birthday. I saw you with that beautiful aṣọ òkè. I love it. Ẹ̀mí á ṣe púpọ̀ o, lágbára Ọlọ́run àlàáfíà. We thank God, right? Finger of God, you are welcome. V, you are welcome. Iremide, you are all welcome. Thank you for joining. So let me run quickly because I don't want to stay long and I have a lot to put out there. I said your bank knows you well. They know that money doesn't stay in your hand, in your bank. Why? Because they know that as the money is coming in, you are taking it out. Well, if you're in a business, it's good. I love to invest my money out there than to put it in the bank. Because how much is the percentage they're going to be giving you? And you are thinking they're doing you a favor. Okay. So you ask me, how does the bank knows me or knows you? Your bank account speaks about you. Your bank account speaks about you. You keep your money in a fund management, and at the end of each quarter or yearly, they give you 1 or 0.1%. Hello, I am the best. You are welcome. They give you zero. Please power tap and share the live stream. Don't spam. You have said hello once, and that is enough. Okay? Don't spam the live stream. Join me, support me, follow me, share the live stream. I will really appreciate, and I will follow you back. Okay? Hey, Adelusi, longest time. How are you doing? The other day, someone asked of you, I say, Adelusi for where? Adelusi has abandoned this platform. It's gone somewhere else. How are you? We are here, we thank God, yes, and we are still thriving. Glory be to God. And I said, how did your bank knows you? Because they knew that money is not productive in your hand, okay? And they know you why? Because your bank account speaks for you. So you keep your money in the bank or in the fund management. I don't want to be mentioning bank. And at the end of each quarter or yearly, they give you 0.1%. And you feel that, oh, you gain interest. My dear, no, it's not working. And you feel good and you think, oh, you kind of, yes, I'm good. I'm a good investor. I put my money in the bank. Bank is using your money to trade. No matter how much you put there. Adelus, if you are here, why are you not power tapping? Abi, you just come and see, and then you are gone. Why are you not power tapping? I cannot see you liking the live stream. You have not even shared the live stream. Share the live stream and power tap. At least if I don't know anybody, I know you, and you know me very well. Okay, so Abi, you don't know that you are investing your money into this fund management company, right? You think, Bamira Kinibo to Bambo, you think, that your money will, that money you are putting in the bank will make you wealthy one day. My dear, that is a wrong perspective, a wrong motive. Your money will not increase or multiply when you put it in a fund management. Your money will increase and multiply when you invest in something like farming, property, land. Why? Because it will accumulate, right? if you invest 1 million now into a farm, it's a land. And on that land, you plant corn or cassava or tomato. That means you have doubled the value of that land. And again, after, you know, harvesting the crops, right? You sell them. You have made a lot of money and gain. Number one, you will get the money that you use in investing in the land, on the land. You will get money. Well, you may not get all the money at once for the land, but gradually, as time goes on, you will definitely get. Whatever you have planted on the land will yield increase, and that is already maybe 1% or 2% or 3% increase on that your 1 million. Okay, maybe within the next 6 months or 1 year. Which bank can give you that percentage? No bank. No bank can give you that percentage. So you invest your money into this fund management company. You think they will make you wealthy. That is a wrong motive. They invest your money also. Do you know that? That this fund management company, they invest the money that you save with them. They will invest in stocks, in shares, in whatever to increase their gain. That is how they pay. They can pay their salary, their staff. They can, do whatever, miscellaneous or whatever. That is how they can pay themselves. And that is how they can give you your 1% or 2% or 0.1% in whatever money you put in the account. Okay? So, Edith, how are you? You are back. Welcome back. They invest your money and trade your money for a better percentage, and you end up with peanuts. You are chasing after what you have been told. That is what we all do. Ignorantly, we believe them. Ignorantly, lack of knowledge, what? My perish. The Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. If we don't have financial knowledge to help ourselves, to increase our salary, our wage, our PAYE, whatever that we've been paid, it's not going to be enough. Okay, one income is never enough. I'm telling you, gone are the days everything has skyrocketed. I saw online when I don't even know how I'm going to do it, that the gas, the cylinder, they fill it with gas, isn't it? That it has skyrocketed. Ah, what about petrol, fuel? Back home, it's so much. Everything is at, is increasing. And moreover, because of the season that we are in, today is Muslim celebration. Happy Eid Mubarak to every one of my, everyone that is here. I have family, I have Muslim in my family as well. In fact, I have a Muslim name. So I'm greeting and I'm sharing celebrating the, uh, what do you call it? Eid Mubarak with every one of you. Okay, so let me know where you are joining me from. You can write there. Maybe you are joining me from Ghana, Morocco, Senegal, Togo, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Canada, wherever you are joining, just write there so I can appreciate you. Teresa, thank you for joining. Maro, thank you for joining. Pardon me. Okay, so moving on. Instead of moving your money into a proper investment, for example, I said it earlier, you first of all, you invest in yourself. That is self-development. To have the knowledge and to have the skill and the knowledge. To have the skill and a knowledge. To have a skill and a knowledge. You need a skill that you can invest in to start that business, because you know, when you have a skill, you will never lack any money. You can never lack any good things. So the first thing to do is to invest in self-development, then start a business. When you start the business, maybe farming, maybe land, maybe property, maybe school, maybe hospitality, maybe online business, anything at all that is, doable, you can go into that. Okay. So I'm going to share this man again, mention his name again. That's Mr. Femi Otedola. The book that he wrote is Making It Big. That is his book, Making It Big. Go and buy that book. You will learn a lot from him, from his mistakes, how he became a trillionaire. Hey, Gadabash. Leka Talabos. Yeah? How someone became a trillionaire in pound, no, billionaire in dollars, but a trillionaire in naira. Okay, so Femi Otedola, now his friend Dangote has a petrol refinery in Nigeria, right? He's been doing this business for a long time, and they gave him the contract to build the largest refinery in Africa, which he has done. And a business cannot run on its own if you don't have finance, if you are not getting enough money. Okay, don't worry if you are hearing noise at the background. It's because of the weather. That is why I wanted to come out quickly, because when I'm done, hey, my dear, I will just go, you know, change and have a shower again because it's too humid. So it's the fan that is making noise. So don't worry about that. Okay. So Otedola, Dangote needed finance or people to invest in his company. And Otedola, being a good friend, they've been friends for years. And he said he's going to invest $100 million into his LPO. Ah, my goodness, that is in trillion already. $100 million is equivalent to trillion in Nigerian currency today. Okay, so and it's not going to remain like that. Every year, he will be getting percentage, maybe every quarter, maybe every 6 months or yearly. Already, Otedola children can never be poor. Even up to his generations to come, they can never be poor. That is the difference between the poor and the rich and the wealthy. That is the difference between the wealthy and the poor, or the rich and the poor. Because the rich people, they invest in skills that will generate income for them. Poor people invest in material things. Poor people will say, hey, I've made my first 100 million. Let me go and buy a G-Wagon. Let me go and buy all this jewelry. Let me go and buy Gucci and Versace. Let me go. They just want to show material things. Wealthy people, rich people don't invest their money on such a thing. They rather invest on something that will bring, what do you call it? Will appreciate. They will invest in a business that will appreciate and add value. And then, let me tell you, hey, that is why someone can give all his children individual. I think he has about 4 children, two or three girls and one boy, or something like that, or two boys, two girls. He gave all his children, this is a Nigerian man, by the way, all his children, $10 million. $10 million. He gave his children so that he can start them up. That is what rich people do. Rich people, a wealthy people. Hello, Alena. Thank you, my darling. Welcome. Sufi Khan, you are welcome. German Lenin, you are welcome. Okay? Right. That is why a wealthy people, they always invest in their children so that they cannot lag. They will not lag. They will not remain the same, right? What are you writing again? Okay. You know, so that is how we should be doing, planning ahead for the future of our children. Planning for the future of our children by investing in some businesses that are profitable, not one kind stock that will give you maybe 2% in a year. There are some stock that you can invest your money in. It will give you 20%, 40% ROI every year. That is a lot of percentage. That is a lot of percentage. And let me tell you, Africa is the best place to invest your money when it comes to stock and shares. I'm telling you, because the percentage they give here, how much is it? Peanuts. Otedola invested in his friend's Dangote's refinery. He bought $100 million LPO, and that is, in trillion in Nigeria, in Naira. So you and I know that we can also invest in the Dangote refinery, LPO. You and I can invest. Maybe if you have 100,000 or 500,000 or 5 million or 10 million, go and invest. In the next 5 years, my goodness, you will become a multi-millionaire. I'm telling you. So try to invest in such a thing, all right? And mind you, not as much as Otedola though. Let me laugh a little bit. Even that your 1 million or 5 million, it's not as much as, or at least it's something. At least level. Grace has level, oh, level upon level. That is how it is. Okay. So, but at least you can invest $1,000, $10,000, $50,000, or $1 million, or whatever. It depends on your uh, whatever you need, and leave it for the next 5 years or whatever you have, and you leave it for the next 5 years to you know to appreciate. Okay. And the business should make you rich in the next 5 years. Even I heard Trump is selling something. Me, I'm not interested in all those ones anyway. That if you invest your money, I think it's Bitcoin or something like that. If you invest in that Bitcoin, in the next 6 months or one year, you will become a millionaire. For me, I'm not interested in such a thing. Why? Because they want to gather all your data. All your data, they want to gather it. That is why in Nigeria, we have no currency. We don't have coins. We go cashless because they want to know your movements. When you withdraw money from the bank, when you put money in the bank, in your accounts, and your VPN, that is why they said you must register it so that they can be monitoring you. It's not you. Me too, I'm in it as well. That is why they say, go and do this, go and do that. If I were you, that money that you go and put in the fund management company, you go and invest it on a farm. If you cannot do it alone, look for someone that you trust or you can trust, and then pair up together, start the farm. Start farming. Goat rearing, goat farming, vegetables, cassava, cocoa. Start small, my dear. Make sure that you stock up on vegetables and food, because the next 3-5 years, by the 2030, things will be really tough. There will be famine in the land. May that never be our portion. I've said it before. If you are regular on this platform, I've said it, that go and stock up, go and start farming. That's your pouch, that's your, corridor. Go and start, what do you call it? Farming in a bag, in a sack, in a nylon. Put soil there, start all those tomato seed, all those pepper seed, habanero seed that you always throw away, go and put them in the soil. And before you know it, you are going in your garden and you are plucking whatever you grow. Go and start something. And growing up, we grew up on what do you call it? People were farmers. Even cocoa house, first stack, 77. They use the money from agriculture to build those solid masterpiece. It was from farming, agriculture. That is all we had. Our money was more valuable, even better than pound sterling. Naira then was 1 naira to 1 pound. When I was in Nigeria, whenever I come here to come and do shopping, sometimes I come with only 500 pounds, sometimes 500 naira, sometimes I come with only 1,000 naira. And that 500 naira will equivalent to 500 pounds. That was money. Then that 1,000 naira will equivalent to 1,000 pounds. So if I should bring 5,000 naira, that is 5,000 pounds. It was a lot of money. No wonder Pastor Adefarasin said Nigeria is dead. May Nigeria wake up again in the name of Jesus. May the Lord restore Nigeria back to the years. This was in the 70s, in the 80s. Things were really, really good. Your money, that money, that naira was very, very valuable. But now, the money is almost be like is it the Kenyan shillings, or when you call 1 million Kenyan shilling, it's like 20p. That Nigerian money will never be worse. So in the name of Jesus, it will not collapse. I pray. So when you invest in all of this, right, it means the ROI. I don't know. I just feel like someone is getting me. I hope that someone is getting what I'm sharing here. I'm going to round up quickly. Okay? At the same time, right? Are you getting the gist? Are you willing to invest? Are you willing to start that business? Are you willing to do something to make a difference for yourself? Are you willing? Okay? This is a quote that I have that I want to share with you. Door has a team that bell rings. When you have a doorbell, someone wants to come and visit you. There is a doorbell at the door. What do they do to alert you? If you don't have the letter box, right? Here we have letter box where postman, slot in the letters and all of that, except if it's parcel. Hello, my darling, from Russia. You are welcome. You are welcome. Welcome, my love, from Russia. Okay? So if you have a doorbell, the doorbell will alert you that someone is at the door. Okay? Maybe for delivery, maybe for something, and all of that. So it means a door has a team. That team is the ringing of the doorbell that will alert you. In other words, the saying that I can do it, so you too can do it. If a doorbell is in place to function, to become an alert, that means you too, you can do what I am sharing with you, that business, okay? So take a seat with a cup of tea or coffee or whatever, or wine or champagne, whatever, right? And follow me as I share this important narrative or scenario. Stay with me. Stay with me. And let me round off with this, okay? Financial goals. And I put two things together: words, word of mouth, and this, doing, okay? Words, word of mouth, this, doing it. In other words, You say you want to start a business, you are just talking, you are not doing it. The this is that you take action by doing it. So I'll be using those two, a word or words, and this to share this scenario with you. Between words versus deeds. Deeds mean DEEDS, okay? And word that we speak, all right? For example, I'm, I am a boomer. I am in the category of boomer because I'm over 60 plus. Okay. So I am in the category of a boomer. So compare with um, a Gen Z. So a Gen Z has a word and this. A boomer has a word and this. So I'm going to split it between them. What a Gen Z can do. Hello, Lenny French, how are you, darling? Thank you, my love, for asking. I am very, very good. Thank you. I love you for that. Please give me a follow and I will follow you back and share the live stream. And power tap, please give us a like. Thank you. Okay? Setting a goal between a boomer and Gen Z. This is irony. If you like, you take it, or if you like, you just say, no, what's she talking about? But I know what I'm talking about, and it's helping me. It has been helping me. And that is why I'm here to educate you as well. Okay, so you're setting a goal does not mean that you will be able to be committed to achieve them. And that is the word of mouth. You just say, oh, I'm going to set a goal. This year, maybe you made a New Year resolution. Oh, this year I'm going to do this. This year I'm going to do that. Yet, you have not started. You have not taken action. So, you set a goal doesn't mean that you will be committed to that goal, except you are disciplined. That is one. They both earn, both the boomers and the Gen Z, they both earn high income. And they started sharing their goals concerning their wealth. Listen to this. A boomer became wealthy by the time they retire. That is what they always tell you. Go to school, finish college, go to university. After university, then you work, you start working. Then by the time you are retired in your 60, in your 50, in your 70, you retire with what? Nothing. Tijesu, how are you? You retire with what? With nothing. That is a boomer. That is their plan. That is what they've been told. Go to work, go to school, marry, have children. They always tell you what to do. Now, a Gen Z says, I spend a lot of time planning my financial future. A Gen Z, this is the millennium age. This is the time that everybody is online. This is the season, and the generation, this generation are so quick. They are like a microwave. You come back, you have food at home, it's cold. You don't have the patience to put the food on the cooker, on the hob. You say, oh, it's taking time for it to reheat, and all of that. You chuck it in the microwave. Microwave, the damage that thing will make do to your body, it will cause cancer. Microwave is not a good thing to be using at home. Microwave can cause cancer. Why? Because it's the halogen light that is using. It's not a conventional oven. Hi, Tijesu. How are you, darling? Thank you for liking the live stream and sharing the live stream. How is school? Ṣé wà lọ́lídé ni? Okay, today is Eid. Mo kí àwọn ànábì sàlálàlù àsálàm. So mo kí gbogbo àwọn mùsùlùmí wa o. Èmi náà, ọmọ mùsùlùmí lèmi náà, tèmi náà tún fi di Christian. So I have a Muslim name. If you don't know, yes, I have Muslims in my family because foundation wà nìyẹn. Okay? So Ẹ̀mí á ṣe púpọ̀, ọ̀bẹ ò ní ṣélẹ̀ o lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àlàáfíà ara la máa fi máa ṣe ètò kù. Okay, so I was sharing wars and days between two generations, the Gen Z generations and the boomers. And I use myself as an example that I am in the category of a boomer. Àwọn tó ti dàgbà, àwọn tó bí in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 30s, those are under boomers. Whereas Gen Zs are the ones that were born in the millennium, in the 20th century. 20th century, 2021, 2010, 20 whatever, 2000 and whatever. Okay. So, and I said, a boomer, we were told to go to school, college, uni, finish, marriage, and then go and work. After retirement, what next? What money are you going to live on? Okay, so anyway, they both have plans, but as a boomer becomes wealthy after they think they become wealthy after retirement. Why? Because that is their thought. Tí n bá ti retire, owó pension mi, my pension will be enough for me to live on. My dear, you will be shocked that that pension is not enough for you. So you have to plan for your pension age. And if you don't start early, it may be difficult for you. And for example, as young as you are right now, as your, I don't know your age, maybe you are in your 30s or 20s or whatever, start putting money aside every month towards your pension. Maybe you have a state pension or a private pension. In this country, you can have a private pension and you can still have a state pension. Why? Because, in this country, everything is guarded, it's under control. They put you in there, they cage you. So a Gen Z said, I will spend a lot of time planning for my financial future. Why? Because they had the knowledge and they have the skill. Good afternoon, my love. So they are planning their financial, future right now. Okay. So a boomer want to increase their wealth. How? They cannot, except if they start business. If they are, and I realized that year before, or was it last year, when I went home, right? I saw a woman, she sells pepper, a seller, pepper, atarodo, tomato, that's all she sells. And she has half a plot that she builds. That half a plot, she now divide, she's at the front, she's living at the front. At the back, I think she's three self-contained or so, or two. One, two, three, four, right? She's living in one with her children. So she has a three extra, one self-contained, two self-contained in that half a plot. Already, she can never lack. She's already become a landlady, despite the fact she is selling pepper. And people will think, people that are selling, the people that are selling pepper, they are poor. My dear, you have it, you are wrong. People that are selling onion pepper, they are richer than you that is working in the bank. They are more richer than you that is working elsewhere. I'm telling you, I have a family like that, One of my sisters, sister-in-law, ìyàwó àbúrò mi ló jẹ́. When the mother was about to pass on, when she was sick, she told the daughter, she was well educated, she has BSc and all of that, first degree. Her mom pleaded to her that, please, don't let this business die. And she was saying, no, with all my degree, I will end up selling pepper. K2, my 12 lower. She's a multi-millionaire now. I think maybe she didn't listen to her mom. Maybe she will be struggling from paycheck to paycheck. So I want you to reconsider that. Don't live by one income. Go and start selling whatever you can sell to make extra income. Anyway, I'll be sharing how to import from China very soon. And if you want to join my club, join me and I will share, give you the information how you can import from China, from the comfort of your zone in Nigeria or Africa or any part of the world. so you can earn extra income. Okay. So a boomer was advised to increase their wealth. A Gen Z said, I have sufficient time to handle my investment properly. Did you see? Are you getting the gist? Eh? A boomer is trying to create wealth for himself. Whereas a Gen Z say, oh, I still have all the time in the world. That is the babala mistake that you can ever make. That is the worst mistake you can ever make. And you are thinking, oh, I'm still in my 20s. Oh, I'm still in my 30s. I'm still young. Time flies. Before you know it, you are in your 40s and 50s. Before you know it, if you don't start today, I'm not saying now, start today, 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 today. Okay? The boomer said to become wealthy through capital appreciation. You see, you invest your money in this fund management. Fund management means bank. Oh, that is, I was, sharing codedly. I don't want to be mentioning bank. Okay. You invest your money there. And what do? They too will use your money to invest in stock. They will use your money to invest in shares. They will use your money to invest, and they will give you peanut percentage. And in your own mind, oh, my money is safe because it's in the bank. You are making them rich. You are making them wealthy. Instead of you to take that money, go and invest it on a land, start farming, and the value you will have on that farm will be compounded by, maybe you are planting tomatoes, or you are planting rice, or you are planting onions, whatever. By the time, maybe 6 months, let's say, for example, you plant sweet potato, in the next 6-7 months, it will be ready. Already, you will make the money for the land. You will make profit on the potato when you sell them. And you can not only plant potato alone, maybe you will plant a atarugu, that is an habanero, atanla, or you plant okra, or you plant ewedu. They will all grow together. So in other words, you have about 5, 6, 7 crops on the same land that you bought for 5 million or 1 million, depending on the location. And let me tell you, land appreciates very quickly. Property appreciates very quickly. That is why you see some landlords, they don't joke with their money. They don't joke. And I understood that the governor of Lagos State has put a slash on the landlord that always increase, the rent and all of that. And I understand, how it can be challenging, because we also have tenants that pay rent, and it can be challenging, right? So anyway, let me move on quickly, and I'm going to round up now because that is the end of it. Okay. With Selkomi, I don't want to be spending more than 30 minutes. It's over an hour, almost an hour now. So a boomer said to become wealthy through capital appreciation. A Gen Z says, when it comes to the allocation of my time, I place the management my own asset before other activity. Let me slowly read that for you so that you can capture it and run with it. Whether wẹ́kẹ̀ ó ní pé kí ló ń sọ àgúnlá àgúntẹ̀tẹ̀. A boomer says, I will become wealthy through capital appreciation. It means after I've, served, after 40 years of service or 30 years service, at the end of the day, I will become wealthy. That is the wrong mindset that people we were of my age, because I'm a boomer, right? They tell you, by the time you retire, you become a millionaire, you become a billionaire. It's all lie, because nothing is there. They will give you peanuts, even if you are saving that money. So let's say if you buy shares and all that, it can appreciate. When it appreciates, you can also sell it and make money. You invest in whatever you want to invest. Okay. And whereas a Gen Z says, when it comes to the allocation of my time, that means that time is currency. A Gen Z understand, because their mind is like a microwave. They think fast. Unlike those people like us, our own time is different. Our own generation is different. Our time is analog. Now, your time, this Gen Z time, is computerized age. We are living in a computerized age. And if you cannot adapt to the new age or to new system, you are behind. You will be left behind. So that is why you see someone like me or people like me, we are learning how to use social media. We are learning how to use whatever. We are learning. Not every one of us, but at least me, I'm included, because I want to update myself. I want to upgrade myself. I don't want to live the same like I used to be. I don't want to have that mentality. Oh, yeah, yesterday. That's why the Bible says renew your mind every day. Because let me tell you, things change every day. How many of you knows about or have heard about Chat GPT? Do you think that is the only AI you have? There are so many several AI that you can use. Several. Over 100. Over 100 that you can use. And that thing is going to cause a lot of havoc to the brain, the mind of people. It's going to cause havoc because people will not be able to think right by themselves. Our time, we will have to think. We have to sit down, deliberate, and think and think before you can do things. Now, if you put a prompt, the thing will put it out for you, and that's it. And that is it. It will make people look like a zombie. It will make people like behaving like robots. I don't really like it. Even this AI. Sometimes when he has said there, he said comparing financial goals for boomers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me clap for myself. Let me let me read what AI summary says here or wrote here. Comparing financial goals for boomers and Gen Z. Share your thoughts. You see this thing? You see, it's mimicking me. And you are thinking you are in a this is a new age. This is a new age. Age tó yẹ kí wọ́n fẹ́ fi para wọn dànù. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n turn ẹ̀ sí nǹkan mi. Maybe another day I will come out, but I have to be careful. If you are someone that research and read and study, ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe yìí, wọ́n fẹ́ fi payé rẹ́ ni. Nígbà Noah, you know what happened? That is what they want to replicate. They want to repeat the same thing. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká banújẹ́. I don't want to go there at all. So I hope you have learned or understood the difference growing your financial literacy that can help you in life. My dear, do not live on one income. Anything sellable you can sell, even your old clothes, they call it pre-owned. Even your old shoe, they call it pre-owned. They don't call it, in Africa, they call it second hand. It's called pre-owned, pre-loved. A generational debate on wealth creation. Boomers. That is what AI has written there for you. Can you read it? It's not even in my word, but it's repeating exactly what I'm saying. And if a machine, a recorded machine, a programmed machine can understand or understood my English, it means you need to check yourself if you say you cannot understand what I'm saying here or what I'm sharing. A common machine, programmed, is picking everything that I'm saying and duplicating it and summarizing it. Maybe some of you will say, oh, I don't understand what it's because you joined late. If you want to know or understand it better, go and watch the full video on Opeolu Cole Ventures on YouTube or on Facebook. You will see it there. When you join halfway, you may be, wondering what she's talking about. You may not understand why, because you joined in the middle of the discussion. But if you want to understand the full story of what I have shared here today, go into my YouTube on Opeolu Cole Ventures or on Facebook, Opeolu Cole Venture. Go and watch the full video. You will understand how to grow your financial literacy. My love, I'm going to end the live stream here. Hello, Victory. How are you? I'm going to Tijesu. Thank you for power tapping. Thank you, my love. God bless you. I'm going to end the live stream here. I hope that you have you have taken or making a decision to help yourself, because let me tell you, this age that we are in now, everything is going to work speedily between 2026 to 2030. If you cannot get hold of yourself between now and then, my dear, 2050 will be difficult for many people, to the extent that there'll be more depression. People will go on. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. So, to be forewarned is to be forehand. It's good to earn, it's good to make money, right? But how? And it's good to start a business so that you can retain the money, not just earning alone. You want to retain most of your money. Rich people, they invest in service, what do you call it? What do you call it? Service and businesses and all of that, right? But poor people, they invest on material things, things that can perish. Rich people will invest in something that their generations to come will never be poor in their life, in their lifetime, even when after they are gone, it will still remain. Because you can see in this country, there are some businesses that they have, like, for example, all these supermarkets, Harrods, Selfridges, Debenhams, all these supermarkets, they have been running for several, at least if I can tell you for facts that I know of, over 50 years in this country. Over 50 years that I know of. That some of them are even in their 100. They've done over a century. Someone had a dream, had a vision, created and started that business. They started that business, and that business continued. The person that started it has long gone, but because they have a structure, they have a system, they, make sure that they follow the system and they build on that and they grow. They grow. That is how you and I can also leave a legacy for our generations to come, even for our present family, even for us. When we leave a legacy that till eternity, nothing by any means will harm our children, generations to come. They will remember you for the rest of their life. Oh, when grandma was alive. Oh, when grandpa was alive. Oh, this is a grandpa's business. I have my dad's and my parents' charity. I run them on my name, on their name. I run their charity for them in this country. I get funding from in this country to run my parents' charity. They were not born here. They came here, they studied here, and they went back home. But they have a charity that I am overseeing. Even back home, we have the same charity, their name registered back home, that I am running. So that will live beyond me. That will live beyond my generations as well. That is what you want to leave. That is what is called a legacy. I'm not saying you cannot buy gold. I have them, but it's not something that, maybe because I've won and won and won them. So it doesn't, make me feel, today I must come out and wear this. No, sometimes I even go out, I don't wear earring. I don't wear anything. As long as I maybe sometimes watch. In fact, sometimes, not all the time. All these things are material things that it doesn't make any sense to me any longer. Maybe when I was young, my jade, bàtà tuntun every weekend. I must match to match. That Saturday, I can go to 3, 4 parties. And you will never see me with the same material shoes and bag in the next party. Gone are the days. Ìgbà ara la máa ń búra, ìgbà ìmọ̀ nìyẹn. But any money that you have today, please don't go and invest in buying aṣọ. Don't go and invest. Remember that you have a family to train, and you don't want your children to struggle and suffer as you are, as you did. Because let me tell you, many of us came from an humble background that we want to change the name and then, the trajectory of our story, of our family, and remove what is called poverty. Let your children, why can't they go to a private nursery? We all go to a private nursery school. Mama Saro Nursery School. I can never forget. She's a Sierra Leonean woman. That school was the best of the best food ever. And I went to a public school, primary school. Then I went to University of Lagos, before I came to this country. And I went to University of South London when I came to this country. I also did a confectionery because I'm a baker also. I told you I wear many hats. Kí ló ń ṣe kinní gan? I wear many hats. I'm a baker, I'm a confectionery, I'm a caterer, I'm a whatever. So wear many hats. You cannot go wrong when you are in a food business. You cannot go wrong when you are a farmer. You cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. You cannot. So until I come your way, I hope that, the Lord will minister into our heart to be able to start something to help ourselves and our family. Thank you, everyone that has joined me. And I hope that you will be able to take action, not just to be an active listener, but to take an action. Remember the scenario I compared the boomers and the Gen Z. Go and use those scenarios and help yourself to build your own wealth and your generations to come. All right, take care and God bless you. Thank you, everybody. I love you.